Hey everyone, Lemonade Gang here, and welcome back to another video by yours truly. Today is a bit of a special video because I did something pretty stupid, but also really fun. I built Yanqing, and what can I say except I now have a fully built Yanqing. Rather than me talk about it though, how about I show you exactly what happened during this playthrough of Memory of Chaos, at the time of recording at least. It's reset by now, so obviously it's a bit different. Enough yapping, let's just get into it. Hey, it's me from the future. You could tell by the different lighting and the position of the camera, but I didn't really think this part through. This is the first kind of video I made of this style, so if you enjoy it, be sure to let me know. Hit that like button, leave a comment, and more importantly, hit that subscribe button. As you can see, it'd be like joining a gang. And with that, here's the rest of the video. So obviously before any battle, you always do the techniques, because techniques are important. Preparation is key and all that. Robin's skills, obviously, because it gives a damage increase to the whole team. Yanqing skills. As a hunt path character, Yanqing will always skill, because who knows, maybe he procs a follow-up attack. Unlike these newer units, he isn't guaranteed to do that. Holding off the ult as well for this exact moment with Robin. In case you don't know, by now you should, Robin's ultimate is a big damage increase. And by add damage increase, I mean it adds her own personal damage, scaling off attack, to every other hit that happens. Every other hit. Eventually his follow-up attack, boom, damage. So Sunday's role here is quite a simple one. Bring Yanqing forward to attack. One big issue with this team that I have, the skill points are a little bit hit and miss. There are times when you think, wow, I have too many skill points, and other times I'm like, damn, I wish I had some skill points. This is because Yanqing always uses a skill point. Aventurine, maybe if, the shield gets too low, which shouldn't happen because he's Aventurine. And Robin is off the field way too often. As you can see, when she's in her ultimate state, she isn't considered as being... Well, she is considered on the... let's ignore that. The important thing is, she doesn't generate skill points fast enough. Sunday, however, especially E0S1 Sunday, which I do have, just for clarity's sake, always generates the skill points every 2 ultimates and or skills. As you can see here, the damage is multiplying with Yanqing. Primarily not focused on the trotters whatsoever. I'm only interested... That ended a lot faster than I could explain it. What I was saying was not focusing on the trotters whatsoever, even though during this Memory of Chaos, the entire purpose was defeat the trotters, deal massive damage to enemies. I'm going to keep this pause and explain the theory behind this team. I'm sure we all know this by now. Mem support gives a character true damage. Robin, in her ultimate state, deals damage every time an ally attacks. And yes, that will inflict true damage. There are very rare scenarios, well I say rare, there are some scenarios where you can get mem support on 2 characters, as I learn pretty soon. It doesn't only apply to one character, it applies to as many as can have mem support. So with that, we're just going to do the techniques, go right into this other battle. We're going to start with Aventurine because I like Aventurine, what can I say? Once again, Robin's skill starts off, bring out mem as well, 93%, that's always fine. Okay, here you will see exactly what I'm talking about. Mem support, Robin attacks, ultimate, boom, bring everyone forward. And we just go from here. Inflict damage, you can see the true damage stacking every time Robin does an attack. My Aventurine is also pretty hefty. I built him as a damage dealer because I have the signature light cone, which enables me to do so. Mem, believe it or not, is pretty cute. That's all I've got to say about Mem. Mem is insane. Anything that can be said about Mem has been said. I would just be regurgitating other people's points, and they would all be correct. Once again, we generate so much energy, we can just get Mem support again, do Robin, and as you can see, the true damage is starting to stack. Yanqing excelling in single target, as hunt characters always do. Surprise, follow-up attack. I went into these showcases thinking, oh, I'm not going to get his follow-up attack once because it's a fixed chance. Even at max level, 60%, it's still iffy here and there. Aventurine Shield doing a great job keeping us alive. I personally believe if you don't have Aventurine with Robin at all times, something's wrong, but nice little member support on Yanqing to finish off, and there. So yeah, that takes care of that. So with that, let's get into the pros and cons. Number 1, Yanqing has amazing self buffs. Soul Steel Sync gives him an extra crit rate of 20%, crit damage of 30%, and while it's active and you do the ultimate, you get an extra 60% crit rate, and his crit damage is further increased by 50%, which is a huge amount. I mean, it is... wow, it's such a big amount. Not only that, a major trace, I believe it's the 3rd major trace, gives him a speed increase on a crit hit by 20% or 10% for 2 turns. I'm pretty sure it's 10%. No, I'll have to fact check that. Probably pop up here. 2, he excels at focus single target damage. He's a hunt character. What do you expect? That's kind of what we do. We hunt down characters. Even off elements, as you maybe see eventually at one point. Who knows? I had more to say about that, but I forgot about it, so I'm just going to bother with it. And 3, he reduces his own chance of being attacked. Which doesn't sound like much, but when you realise that he needs to not get hit or... sorry. When you realise he needs to not lose HP, the reason for Aventurine, to lose Soul Steel Sync. If he's hit and he has it active, it disappears. Even without the 1 turn wait period. That's why Aventurine is almost crucial. And that brings me to the cons. Number 1. Maybe his biggest con in my opinion. That's why it's number 1. The teams. You may have noticed I have Sunday, Aventurine, Robin. 3 premier units. Robin for obvious reasons. Aventurine, I think, is the best sustainer in the game. I will die on this hill. Don't argue with me. I won't listen. I'll probably listen, but yeah, you can't change my mind. And Sunday. There is so much to be said about Sunday. Sunday is a ridiculous unit. Ridiculous for all the wrong reasons, I might add. So, the reason for not only running Sunday as well as Remembrance MC to increase speed is because Yanqing's speed isn't the best. And he wants to do it, he wants to go a lot of times in as many cycles as possible. I average maybe without Sunday twice per cycle, maybe 3. I know the speed says 145. Don't let that deceive you. He's very slow, or at least he feels that way without Sunday. That's just how great Sunday is. Con number 2. He is only single target. That means he will only deal insane damage to one enemy at a time. You can't mix and match. You can't be like, I'll do one hit there, one hit there. I mean, you will, but the damage you are doing is so negligible, it might as well not be worth playing Yanqing. Which, don't let me fool you, is not worth it. I was just very bored. And number 3, and hopefully this gets changed, his follow-up attack is very, very inconsistent. I believe it is a 60% chance. I'm going to flash up here again, just to be sure I'm not, speaking out of term. It just doesn't feel good. Proccing it feels nice, and it's a nice surprise, but it shouldn't feel that way. It should just be that way. Obviously, he needs damage multipliers as well. As you saw, he wasn't doing the best, even with amazing stats. That's fine, that's to be expected. He is a standard unit 5-star. He was never meant to be this insane unit, this far into the game. So, overall, I would say he's worth building if you want to have fun. If you don't want to have fun, play a different character. Jingle You, maybe? Nah, you're not playing Jingle You. With the right amount of investment, any unit can be seen as good. I believe Himiko is still seen playing Pure Fiction. I'm not making a good point for this. Sorry about that. If you like Yanqing though, build him. If you want to have fun, build him. If you want to care about, sweating the game out, being meta as possible, don't build him. You're not going to enjoy him. Overall, though, I would say I had a lot of fun. I'm going to keep playing Yanqing in the future. I didn't expect to have as much fun as I am, even though the cons way outweigh the pros. Well, what else can I say except stay refreshing.